Hey, it's Jason. I went to the Great Barrier Reef, and it's located outside of Cairns, Australia. I decided to go to explore the reef, and I chose a boat called Passions of Paradise to go snorkeling for the day. Our crew was a mix of locals from Cairns and other parts of Australia and the world. The boat was a catamaran sailboat, and unfortunately, we didn't sail, but motored to the reef. I understand why we did not sail, but a day of sailing to the reef would have been icing on the cake for such a wonderful day. During our 2-hour journey to the reef, everyone had to complete paperwork for the boat. Well, my paperwork got some extra attention, and I had 3 different crew members speak to me about my paperwork. It was decided that I needed to have a guide watch over me, and that was Lily. Poor girl. She was wonderful and allowed me to do pretty much what I wanted. I just had to give her a high sign every now and then to say I was okay when in the water. During the ride, we also had to check out our snorkel gear, which was a snorkel, mask, and fins, to make sure they fit during the ride to the reef. Corinda also told us how to put on our gear and go over safety during the ride. Everyone was excited about getting to the reef, and the journey did not seem to last long at all, with all of our interactions to get ready for the day of snorkeling. The last item that the crew gave us was a stinger suit. It was the beginning of jellyfish season, and the stinger suit covered all of your body, except for your face, but that had a mask and snorkel to protect it against stings from jellyfish. These suits were skin tight to begin with, and they were very hard to take off when they were wet. Additionally, looking like a sausage was bad, but not when everyone else looked like a sausage, including you. The captain gave us a 20-minute call before our first stop, Milo Reef. The excitement in the boat was high for the first stop. All the passengers were putting on their stinger dry suits and preparing for the events of the day. We were given the green light to enter the water after another safety talk about where we can go and not go. I was one of the last ones into the water due to Lily having duties with making sure others were safe getting into the water. When I got into the water, it was time to look out, and here I come. I was able to see a couple of turtles, giant clams, and even a couple of small black-tipped sharks. The coral comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors, as did the fish. The snorkeling at our first stop was just over 1 hour, and we were going to motor to the second stop along with getting some lunch. The second stop was only about 15 minutes away from the first stop, but this time, after a nice healthy lunch, we had to put our stinger suits on once again, and they were wet and even harder to get into. I got into my sausage skin and went into the water to enjoy the beauty of the Great Barrier Reef. We were in the water for another hour at the Sisters. The coral was different at both stops, and it was something to see all the variations in the coral. On our way home, Lily, Corinda, and I played a game called Guess Your Accent. They both knew I was American, but could not guess I was from Texas. Lily was Australian, but I did not know the area she came from, so that was a wash. Corinda, however, got me as she was Dutch and did not have a Dutch accent. I guess she won. The boat also had a group of local women in their late 20s who were celebrating a birthday, which included a cake from the first mate, their friend. These ladies had a special zest for life and enjoyed themselves during the day. We enjoyed speaking to each other on the way home. The boat ride home was again about 2 hours, and it was a peaceful ride after a nice day on the reef. Everyone was talking about what they saw and what they did and just enjoying themselves. I even had a cold beer. When we got to the reef, it was time to say goodbye to everybody, and we certainly had a wonderful day on the reef. Thanks, Passions of Paradise.